In this video, we will continue the discussion over alimentary canal. Already we discussed about the roof of the mouth called a palate, base of the oral cavity has tongue, right? What are the left parts in the oral cavity? It is which one? Teeth. We have to study in this session regarding what? Teeth. Okay. Study of teeth is called, any idea? Whether it is called teethology? No. Dentology? No. What it is called? It is called odontology. Study of teeth is called odontology. Many of you might be having to become a odontologist, right? Anyhow, if you look at the structure of a teeth before going to types of teeth, condition of the teeth, let us first see directly the structure of teeth, how it is. Our teeth is made of two parts, M-A-D-E, made, formed, right? The two parts are okay. The two parts in the teeth are, the inner part is called dentine, and above which you will find one more, the outer one, it is called enamel. In the NCERT, they have just mentioned that human teeth is made of two parts. Number one, dentine. Number two, enamel. That's it. But we will study little in detail. It is required for the NEET. Okay. Now, if you look at the dentine, it has one cavity inside, visible. It has a cavity inside. This cavity is called, I will write here, pulp cavity. What is that called? Pulp cavity. Now what happens? The pulp cavity continues into the root of the teeth, visible. This is the root of the teeth. I repeat, pulp cavity continues through root of the teeth. Okay. This is called what? You might have heard about. What is that? Root canal. Cavity which continues into root canal. Look at here. Through this root canal, what happens is the blood vessels of the body come to pulp cavity. Through root canal, another vessel, what is that? Lymph vessel will come to pulp cavity. Through root canal, nerves will come to pulp cavity. Here, everywhere in the body, we have blood vessel, right now? In the same way, in our body, we also have one more vessel called what? Lymph vessel is also present. Now, blood vessel, lymph vessel, nerves reach the pulp cavity through a canal called what? Root canal. Suppose if you do not do proper brush at night, okay, because of which what happens is at night the bacterial activity increases. Right? Before you go to bed, you have consumed some food, any food, sweet or whatever it may be. Some traces of it, if it is left in your mouth, try to understand what happens is bacteria at night start acting on that food. You may ask me, why not in the morning or daytime? They will not act. The reason is our saliva has an enzyme called lysozyme. That we will see once again, okay. Our saliva has an enzyme called lysozyme. It is an antibacterial enzyme. Name itself tells what kind of enzyme? Antibacterial, against the bacteria that is present in our saliva. Saliva production will be high during daytime. At night when we sleep, synthesis of saliva, what happens? Decreases. As saliva synthesis decreases, there will be no much lysozyme or that enzyme responsible for killing the bacteria. Now what happened? Easily bacteria got the opportunity to enter your beautiful oral cavity. If anything is left out, they started acting on it, because of which they secrete some acids. These acids make hole. Bacteria will not directly make the hole. The acids synthesized by this bacteria make hole, very narrow hole through your enamel. That hole extend up to where? Pulp cavity. Now what happens in that situation? If you eat some ice cream, very cold thing, you will find what? I am finding sensitivity. The reason is that food has touched your nerves. You will get the sensitivity. Is that clear? Otherwise, you remember the enamel is the hardest part of the body. Which is the hardest part? Compared to bone and other, the enamel is the hardest part which can be digested by bacterial enzyme. That is a different aspect. Hope this much is clear. Now, as I already mentioned, it is the hardest part because it is made up of calcium carbonate, okay, calcium carbonate and calcium phosphate are present that makes your teeth very hard. Meanwhile, if you come to dentine, it is the second hardest part of the body, harder than bone. Okay, it is the second hardest part of the body which is made up of calcified connective tissue. This entire thing is made up of which tissue? Connective tissue is there. Which connective tissue? Which contains calcium. That is the reason why it is the second hardest part of the body, harder than your bone. Is that clear? That is all about enamel and dentine, our entire teeth. The major part of the teeth is present in a socket of the jawbone. Present in the socket of what? Socket of jawbone. This is your lower jaw, upper jaw. Inside the jaw there is a cavity. In that cavity you will find your teeth. Is that clear? Okay, if you see here, see in the human, okay, in the skeleton, this is which one? Upper jaw, right? This is lower jaw. Hope you can see. I will just focus on lower jaw. In the lower jaw and even in the upper jaw, can you find some sockets here? Yes. Inside these openings or the sockets of the jaw, both upper jaw and lower jaw, you will find what? Teeth. Okay, they are present in the socket of the jawbone. Okay, so assume that this is the socket of the jawbone where major part of the teeth is present. Okay, based on the external appearance, teeth can be divided into three regions. What are they? I repeat, teeth are made of two parts. Made of two parts. What I am speaking now? Based on the external appearance, it can be divided into three regions. What are they? They are the outermost visible part of your teeth is called crown. Visible part of the teeth is called crown. Part of the teeth that is hidden inside, okay, which is hidden in the socket of the jawbone is called root. Part of the teeth, you know, some part of the teeth is covered by what? Covered by gums. Vasadu, I don't know what you call it as, gums, right? This junction between crown and neck, which is lined by gums, is called neck. This is very important. I repeat, visible part of the teeth called crown. Part of the teeth which is hidden inside the socket of the jawbone called root. Junction between crown and root lined by gums is called neck. This is based on the external appearance. Is that clear? Okay. And enamel is the hardest part of the what? Teeth. So, next what we have to discuss under this heading teeth. Human teeth are known by three names or the three conditions are given. You can write it down. The three conditions of human teeth are, mark it as very important, NCERT points concepts only. Number one, human teeth are called thecodont. Human teeth are called thecodont. Mark it as a 1 mark question. What is thecodont? Write down. Teeth are present in the what? Socket of the jawbone. Teeth are, see, we are lucky. If like in case of frog, what happened is, in frog, teeth are just attached to surface of the jaw. In frog, teeth are just attached to surface of the jawbone. That I will tell you in detail in the coming session. But luckily, in our case, teeth are present in the socket of the jawbone. If we have this condition, if we eat one chakuli, the teeth will fall down. But thank to God, as teeth are present in the socket of the jawbone, the condition is called thecodont. 1 mark question. Theca, cavity of the jawbone. Okay. Human teeth are also called heterodont. What do you mean by hetero? In biology, homo refers to same. Hetero refers to different. What do you mean by heterodont? Write down. Teeth are of different shape and different size. I repeat, teeth are of different shape and size. Whether all our teeth are of same shape and size? No. They are different shape, different size. Right? What are those different types of teeth? Different types of teeth based on shape and size, they include, one is incisor. You studied it, you might be knowing about it. Canine. Followed by that, it is premolar. And one more is what? Molar. Okay. Incisor, which is present at the front. Even alli biddu hogide alwa. Try to understand. It is in the front, which is chisel like. Uli anta enu ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, carpenter ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, chisel like teeth, they are in the front and are called incisor, which are also called cutting teeth or biting teeth. Cutting or biting teeth, they are in the front. Number two, canine. Here you have it, little bit sharper, right? The canine is sharper, which is called tearing teeth, or it is also called piercing teeth, as it is very sharp, that helps in piercing the things. Okay, or it is also called tearing teeth. Number 3, premolar. Number 4, molar. I guess you call them as davade hallu, I don't know exactly, right? Premolars and molars. Premolars and molars, here you will find, they are together called grinding and masticating teeth. Grinding and masticating teeth. Is that clear? These are the 4 types of teeth based on the shape and size. I repeat. Number 1, incisor, also called cutting teeth or tearing teeth. So cutting teeth or biting teeth, which are in the front, chisel like. Number 2, canine, which are very sharp, called tearing teeth or piercing teeth. Hope you have seen, guys, what is that? The canine of lion, have you seen it? Tiger, dog, right? How it is? It is very well developed in those animals. Those means carnivorous mammals. Those means carnivorous mammals like lion, tiger, dog, etc. have a very sharp, well developed, which one? Canine. Compared to our canine, theirs is well developed, right? But in human, it is poorly developed. That is the reason why, take it as a separate need point, canine is a vestigial organ of the body. Is a vestigial organ. Canine of humans is a vestigial organ. Hagandre enu? Throughout in the discussion, I am going to use the term vestigial organ. Note down, organs which have, organs which are well developed and functional in other animals, well developed and functional in other animals, but poorly developed, less functional in humans are called vestigial organ. Well developed and functional in other animals, in whom lion, tiger, etc., etc., because they are they are the predaceous, they are the attackers who eat on the flesh of the animal, tear ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, right? That's why it is well developed in them. In the course of human evolution, what happened is we changed our food habit. From we were also long back, initially when we see, we were also carnivorous. We used to feed on the flesh. But in the course of evolution, gradually our food habit changed. We started eating on cooked and boiled food. Cooked and boiled food. ಹೀಗೆ ನಾವು ತಿಂತಾ ಬರುವಾಗ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ gradually what happened? The size of the canine what happened? Reduced. Is that clear? So it is less functional, poorly developed in the human, well functional in the other animals. That is the reason why in my body it is a vestigial organ. When you search in my body, a research says human has 99 different vestigial organ. How many? 99 different types of vestigial organs are present in the human. One I have given the example. What is that? Canine. Next, premolar and molar together called grinding or the masticating teeth. Have you seen the tusk of the elephant, dantagalu of the elephant? Any idea what they are? Tusk of the elephant, note it down separately. Tusk of the elephant are the modified what? Incisors of upper jaw. Don't get confused. Tusks are not canines. Tusk of the elephant are the modified incisors of the upper jaw. Very important, neat point. One more thing. Have you seen that poison injecting teeth of the snake? You might have seen it, right, in the movies and all. Poison injecting teeth of the snake are called fangs. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what are fangs? Poison injecting teeth of the snake. They are not any modifications. Just adanna separate agi note ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Neat point, very important. Is that clear? As our teeth are of same or different, different shape, different size, it is called heterodont. Based on shape and size, they are of how many type? 4 type. The third condition of human teeth is diphyodont. What? Diphyodont. What do you mean by mono? 1. Di, 2. Tri, 3. What do you mean by diphyodont? Write down. During lifetime, human possess 2 sets of teeth. What? 2 sets of teeth. Don't get confused, not types. Based on that 4 types are there. Now 2 sets of teeth, that is, write down, initial which one? Milk teeth. Initial milk teeth. Number 2, later it is permanent teeth. Di means 2. What do you mean by diphyodont? During the lifetime, human possess 2 sets of teeth. That is the initial milk teeth. As it appears first, it is also called, note down, primary dentition. It is also called primary dentition. It is also called, neat point, deciduous teeth. Also called deciduous teeth, milk teeth, or primary dentition, a paired term in the NEET, or it can be also called deciduous teeth. Usually in the human baby, it appear by 6 to 20th month. When the baby in the range of 6 to 20th month, the baby gets milk teeth. By the age of 6 to 13 year, milk teeth are shed and are replaced by which one? Permanent teeth. As they appear second, you can guess what they can be called. Secondary dentition. Okay, as they appear next to it, it can be called secondary dentition. Usually these permanent teeth appear by the age of 6 to 13 year. Is that clear? Because of this, human teeth are known as what? Diphyodont condition. Now the question is, what is the dental formula of okay, permanent teeth? What is our dental formula? Write down. How to define dental formula? Write down. It is an equation used to represent number and types of teeth. You can pause the video and you can slowly note down the points. Okay, I repeat, it is an equation used to represent number and types of teeth in each half of both the jaws. In each half of both the jaw. This is upper jaw, sorry, lower jaw. This is upper jaw. Each half of both the jaw, it is called what? Dental formula. So what is our dental formula? It is 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3. There is no special formula like sin theta, cos theta, etc. Here it is very simple. Okay, 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3. Please don't divide this. It becomes 0 and adjust teeth. Am I right? So what do you mean by 2 here? 2 means what? Tell me. 2 is what? Incisor. Look at here. Focus on only one half of the jaw. Leave the another half. Here 2 incisors are there. Upper jaw also has 2 incisor. Then one teeth is what? Canine, right? One teeth is canine. Then followed by that 2 are premolar. The last 3 are molar. 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3. Upper jaw, lower jaw. Now tell me, 2 plus 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. If you multiply it with 2, your answer is 16, 16. When you sum it, you know, I hope you are very good in maths. You can calculate your number of teeth. Okay. Now total number of teeth is how much? 32 teeth we have. Now my question is very clear. You just check. I told you permanent teeth will appear by the age of 13. You know your age. That means you have all the 32 teeth? Yes? No. Even though we say it appear by 13th age of the human lifetime, except third molars. How many molars are there? 3 molars are there. Visible? This is first molar, the vade hallugalu I guess. Second molar, this is the third molar. The third molar appear very late in the human lifetime. Third molar appear by the age of 17 to 25 year. As this appear, note down, third molar appear very late in the lifetime by the age of 17 to 25. Third molars are also called wisdom teeth. They are also called wisdom teeth. Which one? Last molar or third molar. Note it down. It is also an vestigial organ. In many humans, it may not appear also. It doesn't matter. If it does not appear also, it will not make that big difference. That is the reason why it is also an example for what? Vestigial organ. One example is canine. Another example is which one? wisdom teeth. So this is your dental formula. Now, what is the dental formula of milk teeth? It is, take it down separately, 2102 by 2102. Milk teeth formula. That means in the child there are two incisors, one canine, no premolar and two molars are present. That means, again, try to understand, as there are no premolars, is there any gap? If you have a small child below the age of this one, right, below 6, you just check. Is there any gap between canine and molar as premolars are absent? No, not at all. It doesn't mean that there is gap. Try to understand. The place of the premolar is occupied by molar. I repeat, in the children, even though premolars are missing, the space is occupied by whom? Molar teeth, hence there is no gap. Is that clear? So what is the total number? The total number is, you count it, it comes to how much? 20. A question appeared in a NEET exam. They asked in that question, a child has a milk teeth formula of 2120 by 2120. Which teeth is absent? Question is very simple. Hope you can answer. A child has a dental formula of, milk teeth formula of 2120 by 2120. Which teeth is absent or missing? These are the four options. What is your answer? Yes, you will tick for which one? Many of, right, don't get confused, okay? Many of you may tick for which one? Molar. No, it is wrong. As I already told you, this space is occupied by whom? Molar here, right? So always in the right dental milk teeth, which teeth is missing? Premolars are missing. You can write the same thing as 2120. It doesn't mean molars are missing. In milk teeth always which one is missing? Premolars are missing and there is no gap. Okay, quickly recall. Human teeth are known by three conditions. Number one, thecodont. That means teeth present in the socket of the jawbone. 1 mark question. What is heterodont? Teeth are of different shape, different size. Based on shape and size, they are of 4 types. They include incisor, canine, premolar and molar. 1 mark question. What is diphyodont? During the lifetime, human possess 2 sets, don't write types, 2 sets of teeth. That is the initial milk teeth, later permanent teeth. It is also 1 mark question. Another 1 mark question is, write the dental formula of permanent teeth, which is there in the NCERT. You have to write this formula. But the dental formula of milk teeth, very important for NEET. Need not to write in the which one? Board's exam. Is that clear? This is all about our which one? Oral cavity or the buccal cavity. Now let us continue. We know that our oral cavity then fuses with which one? Nasal cavity and form a common passage called pharynx.